Hello, welcome back to the Football Terrace. Hit the like and the share button. Please make sure you're subscribing right now. It's been a very tough period of time for Manchester City and Pep Guardiola. There's some big claims being made by City fans that he is losing the dressing room and people in the media talking about his potential exit if these results don't turn around. I want to get your views, opinions, comments, thoughts and feelings on this, but let's take a listen to what has been said to begin with. Let's take a little listen here to TalkSport.
I mean, he signed a new deal not that long ago, but he has spoken about if he feels that he could lose the dressing room, that he would quit. Could you see that happening even this season?
Yeah, I could.
Really?
I could. As you mentioned, you kicked off Nat with the pressures of the job. Somewhere down this course of a journey that you're on in employment, and it is employment, it's a career, but it's employment as well. You've got to get happiness within the workplace. And if he might look and one or two of his close family members say, Pep, come on now, you're not the man that you were when things were going well. Is it time to step away from it, and freshen yourself up again for whatever challenge is there in front of him in life?
Yeah. It's a real interesting point there raised by the ex-Manchester City manager Stuart Pearce, because Pep doesn't look well. He isn't handling this pressure. There's the kicking of his chair, scratching himself like on the head, on the nose, there's another one on the top of his head yesterday. Some of the weird interviews that he's giving. He's told people that he can't sleep, which for a man of his age, he looks pretty healthy, but not sleeping is very bad for you. Can't digest his food and has got bad stomach problems, so irritable bowel syndrome, whatever it may be. Can only eat soup at the moment because he's so stressed. There's talk that he isn't leaving his office. He's just spending the whole time at the training ground trying to resolve the problem. That isn't a healthy way to behave. And I know he has just signed a new deal. And I will say this, no bantering intended here. On a human level, I don't want to see Pep Guardiola get ill. I don't want to see Pep Guardiola suffering to that degree. But he does look, and he has said it himself, and his words are, I can't find a solution. I don't know what to do. He has told everybody that his health is being impacted here. Could this lead to him not fulfilling the remainder of this contract and potentially pulling away? I would love to get your thoughts, feelings, and opinions on that. But speaking of health, I want to give a shout out to our partners on the show today, HelloFresh.
HelloFresh. Now, I know it's the festive season. We're all going to overindulge at some point. But in the build-up to Christmas, make sure you're eating as much healthy food as possible. And HelloFresh is the best place for it. It's organic, it's whole foods, it's not processed. And the best part, it's so quick and easy to make. Now, if you scan the QR code that's on the screen or click on our links in the description, you'll get a massive 60% off. That's huge, by the way, your first order, and 20% off after that. But just to show you how quick, how easy, and how delicious this food is, stay with us. I'm going to show you how it's done.
So this was the dish we picked out, which is the sambal, which I think means chili sauce, teriyaki chicken stir fry. And the best part, it takes just 20 minutes. You start off by putting your rice in to boil. Then you get your green beans. You chop off the ends. You cut them in half. It's done. It's quick. It's easy. Not much to it whatsoever. Then, for me, I took half a clove of garlic, chopped it up, and got it all ready to mix in with the chicken. You need that flavor. That's why you need the garlic. Don't scrimp on the garlic. But honestly, that's like the easiest prep I've ever done for any dinner.
It doesn't say you should season your chicken, but I prefer to give it a wash, give it a little bit of a season. It gives it that little bit of extra flavor as well.
Chiseling, chicken sizzling away. There's my gorgeous self, making sure it doesn't burn. Then all you got to do is you add the garlic in, you add the beans in, you mix that all together, let the flavors fuse. Then you add in the coleslaw mix that comes with it. Mix it together again. Very simplistic. Everyone can do this, and it's better for you than beans on toast.
It teaches you how to cook. It makes it fun. It's something you can do quite social in the evenings. Whether you live with your mates, your other half, your family, get in the kitchen, get cooking, have some fun.
Then you mix in the 3 sauces that come with the package to give yourself extra flavour, a bit more moisture, and then you dish it all up. And I have to say myself, that is a beautiful looking dish, Mr. Flewers.
There it is, all done. inside 20 minutes, fresh, healthy, organic, no processed junk. Get yourself ordering it now. 60% off, as I say, the opening box that you get. Sit down with your other half, your housemates, whoever wants to eat it, and go and check it out now with HelloFresh.
Absolutely. Go and get that done, people. I mean it. Looking after yourself, being as healthy as possible is important. A few people commenting about my bags under my eyes. It's just my family. We all have bags under our eyes. I'm not tired. I'm good. Trust me. Another clip here that I want to play for you. This is from a Manchester City fan talking about Pep's legacy. Take a listen to this here. I was meant to press that and it had to play straight away, but it didn't.
On with regards to this squad, the thing for me that what Pep's done, and I'm glad he has done it, but he's put a big chunk of his reputation and his legacy on the line with this new contract, because he knows the rebuild job that he has to do now. And he knows that if he doesn't do it and he doesn't get it right, etc., because this is the thing people keep saying, Ferguson did it time and time again and rebuilt. So he now needs to show that he can do that as much as he can take a squad which is like in the, at the height of its powers and keep it hungry and stuff. He's shown that he can do that side of things, but he has to rebuild one now. And if he doesn't get it right, I think this is the bit that people will label at him then and say, oh, look, when the going got tough, actually was he able to go back? I think it...
I respect what this Man City fan is saying. And there's an element here of truth. And these conversations may happen within Pep circles. Some people believe that he has had two teams at City, the one he inherited and made great, and then he rebuilt it to become the treble winners. Some people see it as one team. We can have that conversation. Let's just err on the side of giving benefit to any doubt to Pep and say he's had two teams. But what he's never had is a team tap out like this. A team age out, a team that's half aged out, and another half the squad, which has been poor recruitment from the football club. He's never been in that situation. Sir Alex Ferguson has, and I'm sure you all can name other managers you remember going through these scenarios. It's something that's always been levelled at Pep. Could he go through that transitional period and rebuild another great team that dominates, like Sir Alex did? Because there's never been the moment to test the theory, you can always hide behind, well, I think he would have done. Now maybe we're going to get answers. And I think this Man City fan has been very, very honest. He won't be appreciated by a lot of City supporters for saying it. But if he goes, right, I'm staying for these next 2 years to rebuild, and listen, they're going to become better than they are right now. We all know that. But if they don't get back to winning leagues, dominating games, looking formidable, being not a team that can win titles, but a dominant force, that will be used against him in terms of the legacy in his game. So there may be, listen to the two clips we've heard today. One, his health, the stress. Can he handle it? He said it himself that he is struggling to find a solution. If he doesn't find a solution, could he just say, you know what, I'm not the guy anymore? But you've also got the legacy elements. If there's no answer, well, I think he could have rebuilt a team, but he left. That's different from he tried to rebuild a team and it failed. Could that be in his train of thoughts as well? On top of this, what I thought was really interesting was this here. Not wrong image. These are a series of tweets that I've seen today from City fans saying, looking at the second half, I genuinely think Pep may have lost the dressing room. For me, this was the worst I've seen in years. Please just end this season. And this may be seen by some of you as just somebody on social media giving an opinion. But there are dozens and dozens that I have seen, and I'm sure there's hundreds more out there. They go away to Aston Villa in the Premier League next, who are not in their greatest of form. But I just can't fathom a way that City win this game. As soon as they concede, they go. If they lose this, it could be 9 defeats in 12 games. No win in 12. How much longer can this go on until more and more fans do start to turn? Till the manager's health gets worse? Until the pressures against his legacy maybe impound things further? The media are now finally starting to talk about this form. They're starting to look at the Jack Grealishes and the Dokus. They're starting to look at the investments made by Manchester City. And again, what Pep has probably never been through, and if Barca fans remember this, or if Bayern fans remember this, please educate me, because I'm not claiming to know everything. But he's certainly not gone through it in England. A period where the media are coming down hard, coupled with all the other problems we've mentioned. Could this lead to the end of Pep Guardiola at City? Could he quit? As Stuart Pearce suggested, has he lost the dressing room? Is the dressing room gone? As many Man City fans online are starting to suggest. I would love to ascertain your thoughts, feelings, opinions, and where you think Manchester City go from here. It's a massive story, and I'll tell you why it's a massive story. Along with Fergie's great teams, and along with Paisley and Shankly's great Liverpool teams, and of course Sir Matt Busby's great Man United sides, this is the only team that's been comparable to those sides, and it's in amongst them. Whether you think better or at the bottom of that pile, we can have that debate separately, but they're in amongst them. That is why it's big news. That is why it matters so much. This is looking at one of the greatest English sides in the history of football going through a period that is unprecedented in our times. It does need attention. It does need conversations, just as we would have about United, Liverpool, Arsenal, anybody else going through periods like this. As ever, hit the like button before you leave. Go and check out HelloFresh as well. And what I will say also, you can feed a family of 4 or 5 meals a week for as little as £24, I think it comes in on, with the discount that we're providing. So 1, you can eat healthy. 2, you can cook as a family. 3, it is very cheap. 5 meals for just for 2 people, which, by the way, if you live by yourself, could do your lunch and your dinner, by the way. You can do it for £12 a week with the discounts that we give you. So go and check it out. Healthy, organic, whole foods, no processing food at all. Very, very cheap as well. I know there's a lot of expense around the Christmas period. So give the QR code a scan. Until next time, take care, goodbye, God bless, and I'll see you soon. Peace.